Have you ever met someone whose life seems ordinary on the surface? A simple phone, modest clothes, yet an unmistakable calm surrounds them. They can travel whenever they wish, help their parents without hesitation, and never seem anxious about money. I used to wonder, where do they work? How much do they earn? But over time, I realized the real question wasn't where their money comes from. It was how they manage it. I am neither extravagant nor particularly frugal. Paydays bring joy, but 2 weeks later, the wallet feels empty, while the shopping cart overflows with things I barely remember buying. At first, I thought it was normal. After all, we work to enjoy life, right? But eventually, something felt off. I worked hard, yet I never felt enough. Then one day, I discovered a concept that changed my perspective entirely. Frugal living. Frugal living isn't about being cheap. It's not about denying pleasure. It's the art of not wasting energy, time, or money on things that hold no lasting value. I began to realize that wealth isn't always about how hard we chase it, but how consciously we stop squandering it. I once thought being rich meant having a big number in your bank account. Now I see many people appear wealthy, yet live constrained lives. They own cars, but fear the price of fuel. They own houses, but struggle with monthly payments. They have possessions, but lack peace. And that's when I asked myself, what does it truly mean to be rich? True wealth is simple. It's sleeping soundly without worrying about bills, saying no to work that doesn't fit without fearing tomorrow, and helping your family without checking your account balance first. Being rich isn't about having everything. It's about having choices. And choices come only when you stop living to impress others. I used to buy things I didn't need with money I didn't really have, just to look enough in the eyes of people who didn't care. Every time stress hit, I shopped, treating myself to food, gadgets, or small indulgences that made me feel better, at least momentarily. Yet none of it brought real peace. What I was seeking wasn't material. It was security. And security doesn't come from having more, but from knowing what is enough. That's when I understood the pursuit isn't of material wealth, it's of conscious wealth. Awareness of what matters, awareness of what only appears to matter. Once you recognize the difference, you're halfway to financial freedom. True wealth isn't measured by income, but by wise management, smart choices, and a calm, uncluttered life. And from that realization, my journey into frugal living began. Before embracing frugal living, I often bought things to cover fear or insecurity. I called it self-reward, but in reality, the stress returned, accompanied by guilt over purchases I didn't truly need. I realized what I was chasing wasn't instant pleasure, but long-term security. And security comes not from a fat bank account, but from knowing what's truly enough to live well. Frugal living is about cultivating conscious wealth, not just material accumulation. It's about making deliberate choices, delaying short-term gratification, and valuing your time and energy. This awareness brings calm, focus, and immunity to the trivial temptations that so easily distract us. Once you know what truly matters, the outside world no longer dictates your needs. You begin to enjoy life without constant comparison, without measuring yourself against others. And that is where the transformation of mindset begins. Step 1. Identify small leaks. I started tracking where my money was actually going. It turned out the biggest drains weren't the big expenses, but the small, repeated ones. Unused subscriptions, daily coffee runs, food delivery, or discount vouchers that didn't save me a thing. Step 2. Prioritize long-term impact. Money that once vanished was redirected toward an emergency fund, untouchable savings, and small investments. Investing isn't just financial. It's also investing in yourself, skills and abilities that are inflation-proof assets. Step 3. Spend consciously, not frugally, not recklessly. Every purchase passes 3 questions. Do I truly need this? Is there a better, cheaper alternative? Will it add long-term value? If the answer is no, I hold back. The more I practiced restraint, the lighter life felt. Step 4. Use a system. I employed budgeting apps and the envelope method to organize daily spending. Systems create consistency without guilt. Step 5. Level up gradually. Living frugally doesn't mean stopping growth. Upgrades are allowed, but only alongside increased passive income, not debt. I began investing in tools that increased productivity, not viral gadgets destined to break. The best possessions are functional, durable, and simplify life. These 5 steps taught me that frugal living is not about restriction. It's about mastering life intentionally and wisely. Frugal living teaches that every financial choice is a mirror of yourself. It reflects your fears, your desires, and what you truly consider enough. When you make peace with the word enough, money ceases to be a source of stress and becomes a tool for freedom. I am not perfect. I still get tempted. I still make impulsive choices. But now I understand that awareness is far more valuable than any balance in an account. Living simply isn't weakness. It's strength. Strength born of clarity. Clarity of what matters, clarity of what suffices, and clarity of how money should serve you, not the other way around. Frugal living isn't denying pleasure. It's choosing the pleasures that truly matter. It's not stopping growth, but growing without losing control of your life. Living simply is freedom, peace, and the ability to make intentional, wise choices every day. And if you master this art, your life will feel lighter, calmer, and infinitely more free than ever before.